package. IO package, other than IO package, we also have one more package as util. Right? So util will also help you to take input from the user. So it is from util package to read the input from the keyboard or a text file, right? Remember this, note it down as it can also read a text file, an entire text file, right? So it receives input. Whenever it receives input from the keyboard or from an external text file, it divides the entire file, entire data received into small pieces called as tokens. So technical word what we use to represent that pieces of data which has been received, we call it as token. Right? These tokens are basically received from the scanner class. And to retrieve that object, right, because we need to have that tokens divided into, you can say, in different parts, and again we need to combine it, right, into a single file. So for that purpose, we can use these different methods rather than if I want to directly jump to the end of file, if I want to be at a specific location for a specific character, I want to count the number of words, the number of, you can say, white spaces in between those words, number of new lines, number of capital letters, small letters, right? In such way, I can parse each and every data from the keyboard or from an external text file. Right? So these are some of the methods. So when I try to retrieve that data from the scanner object, this is the method which I do as a next, right? So what we do next to read a string, right? Whatever input is being received, to read that string, we use this method. Next, we have next.char at 0, right? This is used to read a single character. This is mistaken over here. It is char, C-H-A-R, capital A-T, char at 0. So this is representing an index and then parameter, the first value of whatever character it is going to read, right? So only reading a single character from this. Then we have next byte, obviously reading a byte from the value. For integer, to read an integer value only. For float, long and double. Similarly, to read float value, a long value and a double value, right? Similarly, you can have these kind of methods to retrieve your data from the scanner object. A simple line is written as scanner equal to, you take an object name as S equal to new scanner and your can say field as system.in. Now, while displaying it on the screen, how we use it as, first we'll see an example. Right? This is how you write the, right? As if you used in java.io as buffered reader and input stream reader, here you can use scanner class, right? For that purpose, you need to import this package. Instead of now java.io, you'll be using java.util.scanner, right? Or dot star you can use, but scanner will give you a, you can say, fully qualified name for what purpose you're going to use it. So use this package name and this line of code will let you to give an input from this command at system.in and store the data into this object, right? And what we are going to do is we are going to parse it, right? So next int will read you the integer value. Only next will give you the string, and next float will pass you the float value. And whatever we are taking this and storing it into ID, name and salary will be printed over here, right? So this example you can see, try and see. So by using scanner class, right? So there's an hierarchy. I'll show you in the afternoon lecture. We'll be having a lecture in our practical session. One more lecture. I'll give you a hierarchy of different classes. There are total 32 classes used for input and output classes via using an IO package and scanner related. So each example I cannot explain it, but I'll be giving those references. I'll create a, I can say, Java code and share it on Moodle so that you can download it and try at least once on your system how those input and outputs are being, I can say, operated. So there are different, you can say, uh, output streams also. We also use the printf method, right? Yeah, the same method which is used in C and CBP, right? So for displaying output, we also use printf, right? That is used when we require a particular, I can say, specific format of displaying the output, right? If you do not use this as printf, what will happen is we're going to just display it, the data as it is, right? But if I want the data to be displayed in a proper format, I can use printf method again from the same class of print string, right? This method works similar as of printf function in the C. So we know that system.out returns print stream, right? So to call printf, we also use the same print stream class, right? So system, now how do we write? Normally system.out.println. How will we be writing this printf statement? As system.out.printf, right? System.out.printf. So this is how we write it. Yeah, I'll show you an example of how printf can be written. So it depends on you. Basically, you have both packages as IO also and scanner also. But if you want to go for an external reading file from a text file or from another data, you go for a buffered reader, right? For scanner class, you need some particular methods to read integer values, to parse it, then back again to convert it into another data type. So that depends on what kind of data you're going to use. Now these are the different format characters, and this is the example of how you can use printf, right? System.out.println we used to write normally in Java programming. So for printf, you can use this. Now salary equal to %f. This is the format character. For %f stands for float, right? So this will be used in a particular format characters. So there are different format characters. You can go for string as %s, character for %c, decimal integer for d, float f. Can also have octal number, right? Octal and hexadecimal are also there. %o, and for hexadecimal, small x or capital X, right? Boolean values are also there. Small b or capital B, both are considered, right? And for new line character, we use /n, instead use %n, right? So this will also represent if you are going to use printf. You're going to use /n as an ln, println, then the normal procedure which you have studied, right? But this is, you can say, a different method to displaying the output using printf, again derived from the same class print stream.